Colligan, and I want to chat today a bit about product creation. Product creation is a big topic, and for some reason it has a real emotional response. Some people feel that there's almost an element of purist where, getting paid to do this stuff kind of, makes it not true, makes it less real, less valuable. Well, I want to share with you some ideas of product creation that most people don't talk about that I think just might change your opinion about the wonderful world of product creation. So I've got 7 wonders here, 7 elements of product creation that others don't talk about, but I want to do just that today. So let's start with the feeling inside. When you create a product, when you have something that is out there that is different, and by product, I mean something paid, something that people purchase for. And this can be anything from the, 99-cent Kindle single up to the, multi-$1,000 big box delivery system. When you put something up for sale, I guarantee you something changes. There's just something really dramatic inside of you when you can say, it's the second part. I am a creator. I have made something, I have given, I have donated it out there, and it really just changes. And there's a feeling inside of the heart. It's part pride, but it's part satisfaction. It's part, oh my goodness, I was able to take it to the next step. I was able to create something. And then the other thing that's fabulous is your creation exists independently of you. If it's a book, someplace out there, someone's reading your book at a hotel, at a beach, on a plane, in a bus, at their office, at home in their, living room, whatever it is. Your creation exists independently of you, and something changes inside when you realize you place something out there, and it's pretty cool. It's a feeling that I encourage everyone out there to just feel at one time in their life. Number 2. Creation means concept mastery. See, the thing that's interesting is you can blog, you can report, you can write articles, you can podcast, you can make YouTube videos. But when you give these things away for free, there's not a completion that happens. There's not a totality of what it is that you're offering because it is free. I mean, let's face it. It's in your mind, they get what they pay for. Well, when you complete a product, when you actually charge for it, you have to master the concept. You're the type of person who does that, who won't, put something out for sale until you've mastered that concept. And when you master that concept, everything changes. And you won't know that you've mastered the concept until you create something that you put out there for sale. So it's part of the process. The metamorphosis that happens at completion is one of wonder, one of excitement, one of pure joy, really, because you're done. You've finished it. And you have made it possible to master the concept that your product is about. And the knowledge gained between here and there is wonderful. It's phenomenal because it's that last part. It's the missing link. It's that thing that you didn't know until you started the creation process. So creation means product mastery. Now the great thing is, as a product, you move from telling to showing. This is exciting because you're no longer saying what's happening out there in the world, but you're actually showing what's happening in the world because you created a product that is indeed about the topic at hand. And boy, the authority from showing, let me show you what I did. Let me show you what I have. Let me show you what has been done by me. I'm the authority. Changes everything. And this is as much for you as for your audience. If I tell you Frank did this and Linda did this and Bob did this, that's interesting, that's exciting. But when I tell you that I did this, that I completed this, you take me more serious. And as a result, if it's a topic I'm passionate about, if it's a topic that's dear to me, if it's a topic that's important for me, you're going to listen more. You're going to do more. You're going to respond for more. So that moving from telling to showing is as much for you as it is for your audience. Now, finally, when it's you who's done it, it's real. It's no longer concept. It's no longer theory. You move from telling to showing, and it's an exciting move that I encourage each and every one of you to experience. Now, creators are authorities. This is important. How do you want to be introduced? Hey, this is Paul, and Paul has studied this topic, or Paul has a degree in this topic. And not to belittle studying, not to belittling degrees, but this is Paul who has created a DVD series about this product. This is Paul who has a private membership site about this topic that people pay X amount to get into every month. Very, very different. And I'll tell you, let's face it, when you're watching someone and someone is introduced as being an author, as being a creator, as being a developer, you take them more seriously as someone who's interested in the topic at hand. I want you to ask yourself, how do you want to be introduced? Secondly, it gets bigger than that. It's larger than when you're in front of somebody. It's now the way the world perceives and quotes you. How do you want to be cited? Linda, creator of X. Frank, author of Y. Bob, the man who brought you Z. How do you want to be cited? Where do you want your quotes to be? Now, let's be honest. If you've got an article out there, a newspaper report, a radio review, a podcast expose, a YouTube video, doesn't matter what it is. The people with the books, the people with the products, the people with something for sale are the ones at the top because they are that authority. Because right here, creators are authorities. Where do you want your quote to be in the article? Where do you want your part to be in the expose? You want to be at the top? Or do you want to be at the bottom? You create a product, you go higher up that list, and you know how that is. Now, here's the best part about the money. The money allows you to finance the deserving. You see, when you're doing this as a hobby, and hobbies are great, and side projects are fun, but they don't bring in the revenue. When the revenue happens, you can pay for the things that are important. When there's money to be made, you can have an editor clean things up. You can pay for clip art to make it look fabulous. You can put together packaging that, is worthy of the topic at hand. What happens when you can actually pay for things involved with your product? Trust me, $99 product, it's not $99 that goes in the hand of the creator. It's $99 that can be used to make the product better. And how do you feel when you do just that? How do you feel now when your product looks as good as the content actually is? How do you feel when you've put together a package worthy of the concepts at hand? How do you feel when you do that? And then, finally, you want to decide where the money goes? Well, you want to finance the deserving? Well, create the product that lets you finance the deserving, that decides where the money goes. How much goes into customer support? How much goes into marketing? How much goes into charity, into giving, into product creation, into research and development, into fact checking, into editing, into smoothing out? When it's yours and you created it, you get to finance the deserving. Part of that now, once this is the real thing, once this is the entirety of the project at hand, you get to deliver the value. The things you can give when you have a budget, it's kind of financing the deserving, but it's more really in the delivering of the product that I want to focus on here. See, when you can finance the parts of your product that are worthy of it, the things that you can give when you have a budget accordingly. I was on the phone a couple of days ago, and I said, don't worry, we've got an editor for that. The things you can give when you have a budget. Oh, I've got a developer who will put a case on that will make it look like $1 million. The things you can give when you have a budget. Now, a subset of this is the focus you can have when the bills are paid. See, I don't have a day job. This is my day job. This is what I do, and the bills are paid, which allows me to focus on this entirely. I know people with great content, with great subjects, with great topics, whose minds are split, whose time is divided, who isn't able to give their topic, their passion, the focus they want to because, well, the bills aren't paid. When you're delivering the value and the bills are paid, the focus that you get, it's good stuff. Last part of delivering the value is simply who wants to be paid to do it right. I can do it right. I can take the time. If we need to go to a studio, I can go to the studio. If we need to wrap it in an attractive package, I can do that. If it needs to be edited, that can happen. Who wants to be paid to do it right? I know you do. If you made it this far in the video, you're drooling at this point. The idea of product creation is exciting to you. You know you want to deliver the value, and gosh darn it, the ability to be paid to do it right is phenomenal. And then the funny thing is, there's one last part about product creation that a lot of people don't think about, a lot of people don't follow through, It's the leverage later. It's the opportunity to do even more now that the initial product has been created. Well, credibility is amazing because now the creator of X makes Y considerably more important. From the person who brought you X now brings you Y, the credibility is phenomenal. The price you can charge that second, that third, that fourth time is more. The attention you can get is considerably bigger, considerably better. Product leverage, you've now got a product. This could be anything from a bonus situation, from an affiliate product, to a bundling opportunity, to even giving copies of your product away to charity, or building a mailing list, or whatever it is. When you have that product, you can do so much more. And then perhaps the most exciting for me is once you've done that and you leverage later, you have an instant audience for product number 2, product number 3, product number 4. Yeah, there's good money in product creation, but that feeling inside that you get when you create a product is like nothing else out there. And it just releases the inner part of you that you always knew was there, but now it becomes real. Creation means concept mastery. When you go from that first idea of the product you want to create to the actual product, you will get better. You will understand more. You will master the topic at hand. You'll move from telling to showing, and that will come through in your showing. That will come through in your product. That will come through in your daily life. And it's an exciting thing to come through. Creators are authorities. The people who create things are taken more seriously. It's just the way it is. And if you think about it, it makes sense because you have moved from concept to mastery. You have moved from telling to showing. You now deserve to be an authority. With the revenue that comes from product creation, you have the unique opportunity, you have the privilege, you have the responsibility, if you will, to finance the deserving. You now can do what it is that needs to be done. You can now spend the money on the things that actually deserve it inside of the product, outside of the product. Because you've got the focus and you've got the revenue coming in, you can deliver the value, that value that you always wanted to deliver, but weren't able to do so because there was no cash in hand. Then finally, with one product under your belt, you can get that second, that third, and that fourth, with each and every one of them leveraging the next. Product creation wonder number 7, leverage later. I offer this video to you as a gift. I hope it encourages you to go out there and create a product. That's a phenomenal thing to do, and I hope you do it soon. Have a great day.